na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo.
Antipolo Sports Hub pa rin ang ating venue for today's basketball action of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 4, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Game number 3 na nga natin, and this will be our match at hand. 18 and under division naman, Las Piñas Fruity Coolers kontra Palawan Yurich Builders. Good morning ladies and gentlemen, game number 3 na nga natin. John Ocampo, kasama ko pa rin siyempre, Renzo Navarro and Ali Mayran dito sa Antipolo Sports Hub partner. Game number 3 natin, 18 and under naman.
2-0 na para sa side ng Palawan. This is the 18 and under division like what you mentioned. So makikita natin kung anong mangyayari.
Well, pag-usapan natin yung parehong kupunan. Unahin natin yung light team, which is Palawan Yurich Builders. 4-0 record. They improved their winning streak when they won in their last outing with a huge 24 points. And 4-0 na ang kanilang standing dito sa Season 4.
This is a very dominating team, talking about Palawan Yurich Builders. Again, school-based itong team na to, perpetual. So they've been very consistent and dominant the entire season, 4-0.
Well, syempre, ito naman kabilang kupunan, Las Piñas Fruity Coolers. Hindi naman magpapahuli with 3-2 record. However, they lost in their last outing and looking to win in this ball game.
Well, this is a perfect way for them to bounce back going up against a strong team. So ito rin yung perfect time for them to test really yung kanilang team where they are right now, and it's gonna be great for them to get a win against Palawan.
Well, of course, our question is, will Palawan Yurich Builders continue their winning streak, or will Las Piñas be able to pull off an upset victory kontra dito sa dominating team na Palawan. Huwag na natin patagalin pa. Gio Cruz, ikaw naman.
Basketball action continues here at Antipolo City Sports Hub. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 4, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. It's Palawan Yurich Builders versus Las Piñas 30 Coolers. Now let us meet the starters first for Palawan Yurich Builders. Starting guard number 10, Kurt Patalin Hug. To guard number 7, Vandolf Urdaneta. At forward number 28, Brian Orca. Other forward number 71, Brad Rosales. And at center number 45, Raven Restificar. The head coach is Job Cleopas, assisted by CJ Topacio, Jasper Cuevas, Joseph Sabater. Team manager Mark Mariano and team owner Red Goal. And now let us meet the starters for Las Piñas 13 Coolers. Starting guard number 1, Ken Eraskin. To guard number 72, Kurt Luzon. At forward number 0, Paulo Elicot. Other forward number 15, Ridwan Santare. And at center number 95, Yonri Del Campo. The head coach is Agay Bilyones. Officiating this ball game, crew chief Carlos Sebastian, umpire 1 Raymond Bandera, and umpire 2 Nino Barcedas. Junior MPBL Executive Director Mr. Jer Navarro, Junior MPBL Commissioner Mr. Keith Picasso.
Alright, team starters for the 18 and under division, Las Piñas muna. We have Eraskin, Luzong, Elicot, Shadare, and Dio Campo. For Palawan, we got Zamoras, Urdaneta, Rosales, Orca, and Restificar. Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 3 scheduled for 9. John Ocampo, Renzo Navarro, Ali Mayra na magkakasama dito sa Antipolo Sports Hub to bring you the action live this Sunday. 18 and under division, so we are expecting to see an exciting matchup, and hindi na nga pinagtagal pa ni Rosales pulling up an early three-pointer.
Well, itong Palawan, kilala naman talaga ito sa kanilang half-court execution and kanilang pressure defense, and hindi na nila pinatagal, no? Very first possession, they executed very well in their offense with that three-pointer by Rosales.
What a way to introduce yourselves in your 5th game kontra sa 6th game naman ng Las Piñas. And syempre, eto namang Las Piñas, as we mentioned, 3-2 record. Maganda rin naman ang kanila pinapakita despite losing their last outing by 21 points. So, tingnan nga natin kung ano magiging resulta ng kanilang pagharap kontra Palawan, in Yonri Dio Campo with the follow-up.
So, sinagot din naman ang magandang execution ng Las Piñas, although they missed on the initial shot. But Dio Campo was there for the cleanup job.
Isang minuto pa lang ang nakakalipas dito sa ating first quarter. Palitan ng puntos, but currently Las Piñas is down by 3. Shadare missed that jumper. Elicot couldn't secure. Orca took it away. Urdaneta off foot, left-handed, but everything but the finish.
Yeah, trying to be creative right there was Urdaneta, pero nagmintis siya sa kanyang layup attempt. And ito naman Las Piñas trying from the outside, magmimintis nga lang din.
3-point attempt missed. This time, left side naman for Rosales. Our score is still at 5-2. Let's take a look at this once again. This was the first 2 points of Las Piñas, courtesy by Yonri Dio Campo.
Sinubukan ng knockout play galing dito sa Palawan. Hindi mag-work yun, pero itong si Orca pupunta sa free throw line for 2 shots.
Well, kailan naman nga natin itong 18 and under division ng parehong kupanan, but itong Palawan, talking about their 4-0 record, says a lot about this team. Although hindi naman lahat naging easy win, pero alam natin na every time they go out, and played their game, kaya nilang maging dominante, especially in their last outing. They won by a huge 24-point victory. And ito, one-handed jumper won't work. A bit short para dito kay Queen, pero bola pa rin ng Las Piñas. Yondre de Ocampo, 3-pointer will not go in.
Yeah, you gotta love the intention of Orca after getting that defensive rebound. Trying to go to the fast break already. Pero ang dami kasing depensa agad galing sa Las Piñas eh.
Oo. Pataling Hook has the leather. Has to give it to Rosales. Rosales driving through traffic. Has to kick it out. Pataling Hook for 3. Missed. Ellicott defensive rebound.
Urdaneta was asking for that ball. He was wide open on the right wing. I think the whole time.
Para ball movement for Las Piñas. But no more time left. Yun nga lang. Ellicott loses grip of the ball.
Great look, but the pass was too low.
Palawan na naman na may hawak ng bola. Currently up by 4 points. Urdaneta to Pataling Hook. Restificar to Orca. Orca spins. Oh. Won't go. Great steal by Rosales. Pass intercepted. Restificar. Lines it up for 3. A bit short. De Ocampo with the board.
Not really a good shot right there by Restificar. I know he was wide open, but he had Urdaneta on his left side. A much better outside shooter. And this is what Restificar can do for you.
Restificar almost throwing it down.
And immediately itong depensa ng Palawan, no? Yung kanilang full court press.
Shadare against Pataling Hook. Oh,
Great pass.
great pass to Ellicott coming from Luzon.
Yeah, that was Kurt Luzon with that great look.
Urdaneta try to attack the baseline. There will be a foul in that last play.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact pero walang foul na tinawag.
So out of bounds lang ito. Let's take a look at this once again. Yun. Luzon, eyes in the back of his head. Finds Ellicott for the finish. Shadare will inbound to Luzon, but they will retain ball possession. Great defensive effort coming from Pataling Hook.
Yeah, yun dun naman talaga kinukuha nitong Palawan yung kanilang puntos eh. When they're applying full court pressure, really making it hard for the ball handlers of Las Piñas to get that ball across.
Oh. Bad pull for Pataling Hook. Shook it off. Rosales on the rush against Shadare, but Shadare rejected, or rejects him rather. Pataling Hook is for the 3. Rectificar. Missed that jumper. Luzon. Las Piñas naman nasusubok pumuntos. Currently down by 4. Almost halfway through the first quarter. Oh, and how about that shot by Shadare? Much needed 3-pointer.
When that 3-pointer came out of nowhere, itong si Shadare was just dribbling that ball at the top of the key. And then bigla na lang tumira ng 3-pointer. No? He was able to knock it down.
Bringing the lead down by just 1 point. Now Palawan is working again with 5 seconds remaining. Urdaneta way off the mark. Orca, turnaround jumper for the follow-up. Wala pa rin. Kurt Luzon finds Shadare. Great defensive stop by Urdaneta, but Las Piñas will retain possession. Ito na nga yung sinasabi natin kanina. Villaruel checks in again. Para naman sa 18 and under division ng Palawan.
Also itong si Faustino.
Oh yeah, Faustino as well.
This is a whole unit substitution for Palawan. So obviously yung kanilang coaching staff maybe not really that happy with the way they started with their first unit.
But what's amazing with the bench of we always talking about the depth of the bench of the 18 under division Palawan, ano? Pero ito nga whole unit was replaced and makikita pa rin natin dito yung ganda nung lineup nila.
Yeah, actually yung kanilang size and yung capability in scoring and defending hindi naman nag-suffer.
Oo. Parang every role given is played well.
Although I think for the offense of Palawan, they've been missing a lot of opportunities on their shooters. And that 2-3 zone, marami silang shooter dyan na nalilibre na for a few seconds, hindi nila nahahanap.
Madaya was too deep at the baseline. Madaya will take a trip to the line. .355 remaining in our first quarter. We're starting off slow. Madaya missed the first free throw.
Pero ito yung sinasabi mo, itong si Brian Orca and itong si Restificar went out of the game. Pero kapalit naman, Cristobal tsaka Villaruel na napakalaki rin.
Yeah. And yun nga yung kumbaga kahit i-shuffle pa ni currently si Coach CJ ang kanilang coach na kasama dito yung si Coach Jasper. Kahit i-shuffle nila, magiging maganda pa rin yung outcome. It's just a matter of kung kaya bang i-match yung currently playing on the floor for Las Piñas.
Well, yun nga yung katulad sa 16 and under division na ang problema na lang kung paano mo i-shuffle yung players mo. Pero again, ang pinakamadaling way naman doon is kung sino yung nagpa-perform ng maayos.
Yeah.
Katulad nito, it was a whole unit substitution for them. Baka hindi rin sila natuwa doon sa pag-start ng kanilang first unit. That's why they replaced the whole 5.
Well, tight defense by the Palawan squad. Naubusan ng 24 segundos itong Las Piñas. And going back to your point, partner, yung kung sino ngayon nagpe-perform ng maayos sa current ball game. Well, sabi nga natin, napapanood naman natin yan. Regardless of how good of a player you are, meron kang off days pa din.
Oo naman.
Meron pa rin mga medyo inaalat kahit na gaano ka kahusay na shooter, playmaker. Meron kang challenging days. And doon naman papasok yung lalim ng bench nila na if you're not playing well today, then might as well take a seat for now, be replaced by a better teammate.
That's the reason why there's 15 players on that bench. Tapos 5 yung naglalaro sa loob para pwede magpalit-palitan yan. And again, they need to understand that pumapasok na rin yung scouting dito.
Yeah.
So even if you scored 30 points, 40 points your previous game, you have to expect that your following game, the defense will adjust on you.
Yeah.
The defense will focus on you. They're gonna make it hard for you to get the same production.
Kaya lalo nakaka-amaze, partner, yung mga players natin dito na very consistent.
Yeah.
And we can only name a few.
Yeah.
To be honest. So dun ka maa-amaze talaga sa capability nila to score, to still make some plays kahit na na-scout na sila ng paulit-ulit. Especially this isn't their first game. And ito, kagaya nito ni Villaruel, who played earlier and now still making a score for Palawan.
Well, ito si Villaruel is a very big piece of the roster of Palawan as we see another basket on the fast break by Palawan. But I'll go back to that point after this timeout.
Well, Cristobal was able to make a score, forcing Las Piñas to call for a timeout. Balik tayo after this break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, junior
Advantage para kay Coach Joff of Palawan, naiisang dorm lang ang kanyang mga players. And because of the heavy rains, they don't have the chance to go home for their respective provinces. sabi niya kanina, kahit hindi daw kasing dalas ng dati, they still do manage to do trainings. Kaya kanina sabi niya sa akin, the game plan will always be the same. Focus on the discipline defense. But when he had an interview for their team kanina, one of their players jokingly said, nasabi daw ni that coach Geoff always reminding them to play like a pro and play the game as if it's their last. Gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Ali. Well, that's a good choice of words for head coach Geoff Cleopas, ano? Play it like it's your last game.
Yeah, it's actually a famous saying. Hindi ko na alam kung sino ba yung kung
Si
kanino
Renzo
nag-originate.
Navarro nagsabi nun.
Well, that's just Coach Geoff simply telling his boys to give it their all. No, kasi yun naman yung ibig sabihin din nung saying na yun, na play like it's your last. So if this is the last time you're gonna be playing, how many percent are you gonna give in that game? Of course, you're gonna give it your all.
And that applies not just to a good standing, ano? Lagi yung napag-uusapan din natin na regardless if you're at the bottom of the rankings, lalo nang mas kailangan mong galingan because sabi mo nga partner last time when you're at rock bottom, there's no other way to go but up.
Yeah.
So it really applies whether you're winning or losing on the rankings. But right now, 2:14 remaining in the first quarter. 15-7 ang ating score. Palawan pa rin lang lamang although they missed on those shots. Giban checked in for Las Piñas. Shot at a left corner 3. Fakes it. Oh! Multiple fakes but just couldn't get the finish.
Yeah, everything but the shot para dito kay Shadare. Faking out the close out and then eluding itong si Villaruel for that Pinoy step on the reverse. Mintis nga lang siya.
Still at 15-7 but Adrian Faustino will shoot for 2.
Yeah, also one guy who played a while ago for the 16 and under division. Ito si Faustino. So getting his reps here in the 18 and under division, that would help a lot on his development.
Well, exactly, no, playing with the bigger guys. When it comes to the physicality of the game, tumaas na rin yung intensity Kanina napanood natin yung intensity ng 16 and under division nila. Andun na nandun na yung excitement na actually from the 14 pa nga lang pero ibang level na kasi pag nandito ka sa mga kuya.
Oo naman. Tsaka yung pati yung mga referees kasi natin nag-a-adjust na rin especially sa physicality
Yeah.
Yung kanilang ina-allow na level of that physicality. Hinahayaan na nila So that's one more challenge for Faustino and Villaruel para matuto rin sila how they're gonna handle that physicality. Of course, pag next level pa, mas padagdag yung pisikalan dyan
Yeah. Kumbaga, how well they can absorb the impact given by the opposing team. And syempre, pagbalik nila sa 16 and under, medyo mas makunat-kunat na kumbaga. And ito, 10-point lead, double-digit lead para sa Palawan. And a steal. Zamoras has the leather. Also a good guard for the white shirts. Miscue on the pass to Madaya. Las Piñas looking to capitalize on this possession. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Británico, quick release jumper, no good.
And actually, this is just a 10-point lead for Palawan. But they're gonna commit a turnover right there. Ito si Zamoras wanted to go to Villaruel on that roll, pero na-double team siya dun.
Yeah. Napa-travel ng di oras. Itong si Kakay Zamoras and now bola ng Las Piñas. 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Habol sila na 10 puntos dito. Medina, left wing. Giban. Long two-pointer off the mark. Faustino has the leather. Zamoras to Madaya, left corner 3. A bit short. Villaruel, offensive rebound. Sa kanya ulit mapupunta ang bola, but a steal. Oh, Madaya secures it once again. In and out nga lang.
Yeah, multiple chances right there for Palawan from the outside, from the inside as well. Pero itong Las Piñas will try to get the final say in this quarter. Pero magmimintis din si Dasilio with those attempts.
Well, by the end of the first quarter, 70-7 ang ating score. 10 ang kalamangan dito ng Palawan Yurich Builders as we take a look at some of our first quarter highlights.
Yeah, that nice no-look pass by Kurt Luzong. But in the first quarter, it was all Palawan. Pero yung 3-pointer na yan, Ishadare at the top of the key. But again, Palawan running on the fast break, effectively getting easy points to start off this game.
With that being said, this is the end of the first quarter. We're just gonna take a short break. Balik tayo for the second quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. We're officially entering the second quarter. Yonri De Ocampo fires for 3. Misfires. Not the way he expected to open up the second quarter.
This is a brand new unit para dito sa Palawan once again. Itong si guard Dulanas is in the ball game already.
And Josh Saga is back in action. Well, di na ako magtataka kung bakit ang ganda ng performance ni Josh Saga kanina. Just to highlight him, I think we've already shared about Faustino and Villaruel now. Nagulat ako, Saga is here as well.
Yeah, very smart point guard who we saw play earlier in the 16 another division. A lot of nice passes by this guy. Now he's gonna try and contribute for his team here in the 18 another division.
Jumper too strong. Ellicott, offensive rebound. Sa kanila pa rin ang bola. Clock resets. Ooh. Great idea, just couldn't get the finish. Para dito kay Kurt Luzong and Dulanas. Short on the layup, but the putback is good. Coming from number 27, Keith Sabuco.
And another offensive rebound para dito sa Palawan. And here comes Shadare. Attacking itong si number 27, that's Keith Sabuco.
Shadare at the line, shooting for 2. Gets the first one in.
Itong si Shadare and itong si Kurt Luzong providing that spark and energy na kinakailangan itong Las Piñas right now, especially facing a 10-point deficit.
10 pa rin ang kalamangan dito ng Palawan. 19-9 is our score. A minute and a half has gone by. Tan for Palawan, pulls up for 3, missed. Takbo dito si Kurt Luzong. Goes for the fast break and it's good.
Once again, that's Kurt Luzong getting that rebound and going all the way to the other end despite 2 defenders trying to challenge that shot.
Lumampas pa nga partner. Sumagad pa doon sa kabilang dulo.
Nag-overshoot pa, no?
Oo. But the good thing about it is there was a conversion and much needed point para sa Las Piñas. And now, 8 puntos na lang ang kanilang hinahabol dito. As we mentioned earlier, both of these teams are doing well here in Season 4 despite different outcomes in their last outing.
Yeah.
So hindi pwede magkumpiyansa ang Palawan. Especially we saw them struggle in their last few games na nakakahanap din sila ng kanilang kamatch. Pero ito, Shadare, speaking of match up, Another three-pointer getting knocked down.
Yeah, second three-pointer para dito kay Shadare coming off that ball screen. So we're seeing yung kanyang skill set on full display right now. Pero itong si guard Dulanas, meron namang sagot sa kabilang banda with that floater.
But Shadare, how about a 5-point contribution for Las Piñas?
And, this is something Palawan needs to worry about and really address on itong si Shadare.
Short on the three-point attempt. Coming from Esconde. Shadare taking matters to his own hands. Makakakuha siya dyan ng foul.
And again, itong si Kurt Luzong, itong si Redwan Shadare. That was 2 against 5. With those two that I just mentioned against 5 Palawan defenders.
All defense on them. Pero to si Redwan Shadare probably has gotten his rhythm here in the second quarter. And familiar name, syempre, from the previous seasons. Nandito na siya. So, kumbaga, sa edad na naglalarong sa 18 and under, veterano ka na dito sa Junior MPBL. And that's why calculated shots, great control, bringing the lead down to just 4 points.
And itong Palawan, they're really having troubles against that 2-3 zone of Las Piñas right now. Hindi sila masyadong makakuha ng magandang tira. And I think one problem is itong si Josh Saga needs to attack that middle area. Kasi yung 2-3 masyadong nakabuka eh. Hinahayaan si Josh Saga dun sa ibabaw. Kasi alam naman nilang hindi tumitira.
Oo. Pero ito, Shadare with full confidence. Oh, going straight to the basket is Ken Erasquin.
That was a great move by Erasquin, reading that pick and roll action very well. He had Shadare on his left side, kaya walang humelp from the weak side. Kaya wide open yung driving lane for him.
John Redio Campo has the leather, gives it to Shadare. Only down by 2 points rather.
Yeah.
Looking to tie things up or take the lead. Elicott in the shade gets rejected by Dulanas. They will retain possession.
That would have been a great move and a great pass. Pero itong si Elicott, he was too deep. He had the right idea in mind, carving out some space. But yeah, he was too deep already.
And I think too tired as well. Itong si Elicott breathing heavily. So this could affect him, pero lucky break for him. Meron pang konting break para sa kanila after a technical foul committed about the uniform once again. And another player from the 16 and under division has checked in. He is none other than Pekson. Yep, that's Pekson. Enzo Pekson. Four seconds under shot clock. Las Piñas. Luzong spins. Yun nga lang, naubusan ng oras. Masyadong mahigpit ang depensa ng mga nakaputi.
Yeah, and Kurt Luzong went a little deep in that possession. Meron na siyang 3 defenders doon. And the next time he does that, he needs to realize na pag napakommit niya na yung 2-3 defenders, ibig sabihin meron na siyang libreng kakampi.
Oo. 2 na lang, bumabantay dun sa 4, kumbaga. Oh, and a three-pointer gets knocked down by Derek Belan.
Yeah, and another guy from that bench that needs to produce para dito sa Palawan, especially with the way Las Piñas is defending them. They're really daring them to shoot those outside shots, and this is a big answer galing dito kay Belan.
How about a catch and shoot? First three-pointer ni Derek Belan, and first points niya rin in this ball game.
Yeah. Could have gone for back-to-back three-pointers, pero nag-hesitate siya nung initial shot eh.
Oh, how about a beautiful move by Ken Erasquin, attacking the rim strong.
Yeah, another great move galing dito kay Ken Erasquin. Second layup niya yan dito sa second quarter.
Papakilala itong si Kenny Raskin. Now against Belan. Kicks it out to Reyes. Left corner 3-2 strong. Urdaneta to Patalinghog. Palawan naman ang susubok pumuntos. Currently up by 3 points. 24-21. Orca fires for 3 and he puts it in.
What about the big guy? It's gonna give more problems and more confusion para dito sa Las Piñas. That was an empty ball screen. So, ina-expect nitong Las Piñas magda-dive si Orca doon but he went for that pop and that 3-pointer.
But Erasquin on the other end goes back-to-back for Las Piñas with a beautiful layup, but immediately gets responded by Urdaneta.
Yeah, with that Euro step. Once again, itong si Urdaneta, he's done that move for at least 2 times already. What about itong si Ken Raskin? Talagang whenever he wants to get to that shaded area, kayang-kaya niya.
Well, nilabas nga si Shadare pero si Erasquin naman ang merong kumpiyansa na ipinapakita dito as we take a look at this replay. Ito yung kay Urdaneta kanina.
Yeah.
When you mentioned the Euro.
Napakagandang move talaga and napaka-effective once you master that and once you understand when to use it.
Erasquin, second free throw. Gets it in. Lead down to 4 points, 29-25. Palawan still up by 4 points pero hindi pinapalayo ng Las Piñas yung kalamangan. Although Urdaneta right outside the arc. Patalinghog fires for 3. Missed.
That's going to be another stop for Las Piñas, so a chance for them to trim the lead down.
Attacks the shade. Bounces it off the glass. Palawan on the attack. Patalinghog setting things up. Cross pass. Belan. Balik kay Patalinghog. Now Urdaneta. Oh.
Yeah, there was a foul against Rasquin.
Yeah. Pero ang kinaklarify doon ni Erasquin nangyari siya just on the floor.
It was definitely on the floor kasi ito si Urdaneta took one more dribble before attempting that 3-point shot.
Well, could have been a 3 free throw opportunity sana para kay Urdaneta but great catch. Pero sa Palawan pa rin ng bola. 3 seconds to shoot. Urdaneta a bit short on the 3-pointer. Orca stepping on the gas. Makakakuha siya dyan ng foul.
And itong Las Piñas, they need to secure those defensive rebounds. Kasi nasa stop naman nila yung Palawan with their attack. Yung problema lang securing those rebounds. Kasi alam mo naman na yung si Restificar, si Orca, will fight for those loose balls
Yeah.
So kailangan i-check mo na sila doon.
Nakita na natin yan paulit-ulit. Pero syempre, may balita para sa atin si Ali. Ali, go ahead.
During the timeout, nakausap ko ang coaching staff ng Palawan and they emphasize one clear message to their players. Double the effort on the defensive end. He reminded the team that there is no room for lazy plays today kasi gusto nila i-maintain ang zero-lose standing nila. Their goal today is simple, protect their unbeaten record and improve to 5-0. Gentlemen?
Thank you so much, Ali.
Yeah, that's plain and simple.
Oo. Yun lang din naman yung actually na-obserbahan natin na ginagawa ng Palawan right now. Pero there's a lot of rooms for improvement for both teams. So tingnan natin how this game will be for these teams. Oh, quick release 3. Would have been big for Francis Rosales as he checked back in.
And, I know itong Palawan, especially their coaching staff, they're giving a lot of emphasis on defense. And that's what their main weapon is talaga Pero I think they should give more, parang bigyan ng attention din yung kanilang opensa. Kasi nagkakaroon sila ng problema sa 2-3 zone They need to execute better.
Giban to Pexon. Now to Reyes. Left corner guarded by Restificar. From way downtown. A bit short. Orca to restificar for the fast break finish.
What about Orca? Out jumping everyone for that rebound, and then the way he thread the needle on that pass to Restificar.
Well, showing some great athleticism itong si Orca. Giban against Patalinghog. Nice fake. Just won't convert. Sa kanila pa rin ang bola. Second chance. Giban against Patalinghog pa rin. This time it will work.
Not giving up on that play was Giban after missing. Still fighting for those offensive rebounds despite the very athletic Orca around them. And finally getting a basket down low was Giban.
Rosales almost loses the ball on that corner. Belan for three, and he gets it in.
Second three-pointer for this guy off the bench para dito sa Palawan. Ito si Belan. Really a knockdown shooter for them.
Indeed. 8-point lead para sa Palawan. Las Piñas. 8 seconds on their shot clock. Rehis. That was a tough shot. Balik sa kanila ang bola. Lucky break for the Las Piñas squad.
Yeah, they could go for the last shot right here. Although they won't.
Hindi pa rin pumasok this time. But there were, I mean, after a couple of attempts, no? Those were much needed scores, especially they're down by 8. And alam natin yung Palawan can knock it down. As even before I call it, Belan knocked down a three-pointer right before the buzzer.
And that's what I'm talking about, yung time management. Itong Las Piñas could have gone for the last shot in the last possession, but they took a shot a little too early on the clock. That's why it gave itong Palawan more time to get some shot, and they were able to knock down a three-pointer.
Well, taking a look at some of our second quarter highlights and action back-to-back para sa Palawan and Las Piñas.
It was Ken Rasquin in the second quarter habang itong si Urdaneta making plays on the fast break for Palawan.
That being said, 38-27 is our score by the end of the second quarter. That buzzer beater 3 coming from Belan. 38-27, lamang dito ang Palawan.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to.
We ended the first half with 38-27 after a buzzer beater 3 by Belan of Palawan Yurich Builders. Now let's take a look at some of our first half highlights.
Yeah, itong si Redwan Shadare, Kurt Luzong, and si Ken Rasquin were really the guys doing the damage para dito sa Las Piñas. Of course, leading the way for them offensively. Habang dito naman sa Palawan, it was an all-around effort for them. A lot of guys from the bench contributing for them.
Well, halftime stats nga muna tayo, partner, for both teams with the score of 30-27. Lamang dito ang Palawan.
Well, one big reason why Palawan is up right now is they were able to knock down 5 3-pointers in the first half compared to just 2 para dito sa Las Piñas. They also out-rebounded itong Las Piñas. 36 rebounds for Palawan, only 25 for Las Piñas. Tapos yung 13 assists din nitong Palawan and yung kanilang 5 turnovers only. I think that really gave that big separation para dito sa Las Piñas because Las Piñas already turned the ball over 11 times and only has 4 assists.
Well, that being said, partner, no, moving the ball better is Palawan. And that's what we saw earlier, you know. And of course, sa panig naman ng Las Piñas, that's something that they can improve on heading to the second half of this ball game.
Well, yun nga yung maganda for Las Piñas right now eh. Yung kanilang kakulangan nung first half. They had I think 11 or 13 turnovers in that first half, only 4 assists. So, yung mga pagkukulang na yun, in control, nasa control pa rin nila eh. Still within their control, so they can still correct that come second half.
Yep. And ito nga iaabangan natin, partner, no, sa pagpasok ng ating third quarter. Well, kanina binanggit natin during the pre-game coverage. 4-0 ang Palawan and they're of course looking to, sabi rin naman kanina ni Alice sa report niya and Coach CJ and the rest of the squad wants to move with the 5-0 record after this game. Siyempre, expected naman ng Las Piñas na hindi basta-basta yung kanilang matchup ngayon facing an undefeated team heading into their 5th game. Siyempre, ando na expectation ng Las Piñas. Now, this would be a great victory for Las Piñas, not just to bounce back from their loss and their last outing, but to defeat such a lineup, such a team of 18 under Palawan Yurich builder.
Yeah, and actually the pressure is on Palawan right now eh. Because they're trying to take care of that clean record. They're trying to keep their record 4-0. They want to go to 5-0. So yung pressure nasa kanila eh.
Yep.
So for Las Piñas, they just need to keep on playing. They, again, yung mga binanggit ko kanina, yung turnovers nila, yung assists nila, those are the things that they need to take care. Para lang maganda yung kanilang maging chance dito sa laro na ito.
Well, we're about to see the adjustments that will be made by both teams. But Madaya early pull up for 3. Missed. Eras Queen secures the board. Quick pass to Elicott. Oh. Contested by etong si number 6 of Palawan or number 5 pala, si Zamoras.
No, that's what you want to see if you're Las Piñas, no?
Yeah.
Getting that stop, getting the defensive rebound, and then running immediately on the other end. But itong si Elicott has to convert on those free throws.
Yes. Especially being down by double digits. In third quarter, although we have 2 full quarters ahead of us,
Of course.
hindi ka pwedeng magkumpiyansa na makakapagmintis. I mean, you can't afford to miss those shots in the free throw line. Although, sabi nga natin, medyo imposible naman na laging 100%, but at least 1 out of 2. Eras Queen, only hitting the side of the board. Dulanas, back in action, gives it to Urdaneta for the fast break finish.
Ano yun yung masakit naman for Las Piñas. They missed 2 free throws on the previous possession, but luckily they were able to keep that possession, pero nag-turnover naman sila. And they're gonna turn the ball over once again.
Raymar Madaya converts for Palawan.
And this is that adjustment I was talking about earlier. Ito si Shadare. Kailangan niyang maintindihan na after that strong outing in the first half, mag-adjust talaga yung depensa sa kanya eh.
Exactly. And now, pinagsama na nga sila ni Eras Queen ulit. So, we're expecting to see an adjustment para dito sa panig ng Las Piñas. Andiyan din naman si Elicott, De Ocampo, and si Luzong. Part of the first 5. But how about that turnaround jumper by Castro?
But that was a great setup job para dito kay Zamoras. When he attacked baseline, tinignan niya sa mata itong si De Ocampo para mag-commit eh. And nung nag-commit na si De Ocampo, that's when he dropped that ball off to his teammate.
Well, let's take a look at this once again. How about a great putback by Madaya? Yung sinasabi mo, partner, no? Going back to your point, ando na yung psychological warfare.
Yeah. Spurt Luzong, yeah, that's a big basket for him sa kanyang kumpiyansa kasi kailanganin talaga siya ng Las Piñas dito.
Still couldn't get it to fall outside the arc. Itong si Urdaneta. And Luzong scores back-to-back for Las Piñas.
The back-to-back baskets indeed para dito kay Kurt Luzong. It's down to a 13-point lead para dito sa Palawan.
Oh. Palawan will retain ball possession. And speaking of Castro, another player rising up. Moving up here in the 18 and under division. Pero ito, how about this beautiful finish and contested, trailing defender in Urdaneta. Pero di yan ininda ni Luzong, and now bola ng Palawan. They only have 9 seconds on their shot clock. Madaya against number 12, Giban.
I don't think Madaya was aware that shot clock was winding down.
Yeah. Well, that was Luzong rather, number 72.
Yeah.
Kala niya siguro mahaba-haba pa yung oras.
Madaya wasn't aware, but the turnover was credited to Zamoras.
Sadare, 10 seconds on the clock. Guarded by Urdaneta. Erasquin pulls up and he puts it in, knocking down a three-pointer.
That was a great decision para dito kay Shadari, not forcing the issue. Obviously, wala siyang driving lane on, and good relocation para naman dito kay Ken Erasquin.
Ball stolen from Dulanas. 3-point attempt by Medina, missed.
That was too early on the shot clock, and he just re-entered this game, so I don't think that was a good shot for him.
Zamoras to Cristobal connection once again. And just like that, 46-34 ang ating score, 12 puntos. Kalamangan para sa Palawan. Let's take a look at this once again. Zamoras looking for that opening, and when he saw Cristobal there, he finishes easily.
Yeah, that was an easy basket para sa Palawan once again. No? I mean, if there's resistance, if there's defense, nakakashoot na nga yung Palawan. So why would you give them something easy if you're Las Piñas?
Yeah. Kurt Luzong, gets rejected by Dulanas. A very athletic player. Zamoras, binali pa sa ere.
Speaking of athleticism, ito naman si Zamoras. That was the point guard of Palawan Urich Builders. Just so you know.
And going up against Ellicott, a bigger defender. And on the other end naman, Ellicott missed that shot. 14-point lead is Palawan. Zamoras looking good at 3, and he knocks it down.
That's 5 straight points para dito kay Zamoras. He was wide open. Nobody challenging him or even trying to distract him with that shot.
Ball taken away, and now another easy basket. Dulanas naman forcing a timeout sa side ng Las Piñas Fruity Coolers. Lumobo na ang kalamangan sa 19. As we see here on the replay, Zamoras mid-air change to get the finish. Babalik tayo after this short break.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo.
Alright, ang bola ng Pinoy, the official basketball of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. 53-34. Las Piñas forced to call for a timeout. Let's see ano ang play na naiset after that break. Halfway through. Halfway through the third quarter. Oh, bounce it off to Glass. Mintes, Dulanas on the rush and scores easily on the other end.
Yeah, another stop right there for Palawan. And itong Las Piñas, they're not even going back on defense anymore.
Well, somehow they couldn't break yung defense at opensa na pinapakita nitong Palawan Urich Builders. Forced to shoot, wala nang oras. Yun nga lang, na-foul pa siya dyan. And he will take a trip to the line.
Itong si Redwan Shadare has the chance to shoot free throws. Pero ito si Gardulanas, that's looking like a warm-up drill para kay Gardulanas. Alam natin kung gaano ka-athletic yung batang yan.
Oo.
Kahit sabayan mo yan sa taas, babanggain ka pa niyan. Pero yun, libreng-libre yun.
They were making it look easy, you know. Kaya papasabi ka na parang warm-up lang. But if you're there, alam mo kung gaano rin naman kahirap makapuntos dito sa mga player na nasa loob.
Oo naman. Yun ito si Redwan Shadare. Meron siyang chance dito. Meron pa siyang dalawang free throws.
Oh, he gets fouled. He got fouled outside the arc nga pala. 4.5 remaining and how about Shadare goes 3 for 3. Rosales nasa kabilang side kagad. Napalakas lang. Yung tira, Shadare powering through against Orca.
Yeah, but I don't know about that play, no? Hindi naman nila kailangan magmadali.
Yeah.
Doon sa possession na yun, malaki yung kanilang kalamangan. And yung pagmamadali na yun, it resulted to a miss and a 3-pointer para naman dito sa Las Piñas.
Kent Dasilio knocking down a 3. And a steal from Las Piñas. Rosales guarding Shadare too tight. Dasilio. Shadare ulit, right outside the arc. Nice fake by Dasilio. Waiting for Pexon. Pexon pulls up for 3, a bit short. Orca on the rush. Dribbling violation nga lang.
Yeah, I think 2 times nag-lift siya.
Oo. Yeah, but for now, let's turn this over to our courtside reporter. Ali, go ahead.
4 years coaching de Las Piñas, Coach Carl admitted na depensa raw talaga ang lagi nilang nagiging problema. Before the tip-off, he always reminding the players to start the game with better defense to have a good offense. Pero most of them daw ay ginagawa pa rin ang kanilang sariling gameplay when step on the court. Now that there is a huge score advantage, they will stick na lang daw muna sa kanilang mga star players, hoping na maaabutan ang malaking lamang ng kalaban. Gentlemen?
Thank you so much, Ali. Well, yun na nga yung isa sa nagiging challenge yan, partner, no? You will create a play for the team, kaso nga lang, syempre, depende sa sitwasyon, nagkakaroon ng sariling judgment yung players, nagkakaroon ng diversion dun sa play na naiset sana.
Well, actually, yun nga rin yung isang challenge talaga in basketball for both coaches and the players. Kasi if you're a coach, pinag-aralan mo sino yung kalaban mo eh. Pinag-aralan mo kung ano yung piyesa mo as a team. So, you're gonna design something, you're gonna design a system that you believe would work for what you have.
Yeah.
Now, yung players naman, parang even if they believe in that system, they're still the one inside the court eh. Sila yung nakakita ng sitwasyon. And minsan yun din yung nagiging confusion ng players and coaches eh. Kung susundin ba nila yung sinabi kahit hindi yun yung bagay or they need to create something.
Well, syempre, sila yung mag-i-execute and sila yung nandun sa loob. Pero yun na nga, at the end of the day, nasa tiwala pa rin nila sa isa't isa yan as Shadare scored the much-needed points for Las Piñas. And now, balik sa Palawan ang bola. Esconde, left-handed three, and it's in.
That was a high looping three-pointer, and that was right in front of Redwan Shadare, who was still able to knock it down.
Dare contra Rosales. Steps on the gas. Oh, from left, switching to the right. Hindi nga lang papasok yun. Would have been beautiful from our perspective. Ang layo nung trinavel niya na yun papunta dun sa ring.
Oh, but you gotta give credit to Rosales for putting so much pressure on Redwan Shadare. Kahit yung layup na yun nung first half, sure ball na kay Shadare, nagmintis na rin. Dahil yung, katulad ng sinabi mo, ang layo nung pinanggalingan niya bago dumating dun sa tira. So, yung pagod nandun na rin.
Tsaka hindi na kinain ng athleticism lang dahil na pwesto na ang usapan natin dito. But Rosales, 1 against 2 trailing defenders, no problem.
How about Rosales? 1 dribble from the half court.
Las Piñas na naman susubok pumuntos. Jumper won't go para kay Britannico.
Yeah, those aren't really good shots that they're taking. Talking about itong Las Piñas.
Medyo napamadali. Mahaba-haba pa ang oras sa kanilang shot ka kanina.
Oh, they're taking a lot of shots early on that shot clock, no? And that usually results into a fast break points para dito sa Palawan. Kasi mataas yung mataas din yung chance ng Palawan to get those rebounds eh.
Yeah. Pero mapapatawag muna ng timeout ang Palawan Yurich Builders. Let's take a look at this once again. Rosales finishes strong. Balik tayo after this timeout.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, Liga ng bayan na to.
.124 remaining in our third quarter. Takbo dito ang Las Piñas after magmintis ng Palawan, pero naka-steal dyan. Itong si number 10, si Pataling Hug. Oh, how about a follow-up on its own shot, Rosales.
How about itong Palawan missing on the design play coming off that timeout, pero yung kanilang hindi naman pag-give up doon sa bola, no? Yun yung napagkuhaan nila ng puntos.
Well, yung sinasabi natin kanina, partner, na maaaring mag-iba talaga yung mag-i-execution ng players na nasa floor kumpara sa na-set na play. But sabi nga, whatever works, works. As long as yung diversion mo nagkaroon naman ng conversion, okay lang.
Well, especially on offense, no? Kasi nga, yung mga plays na yan, dinedesign naman ng coaches yan to get the offensive guy open.
Yeah.
To get you a good shot. So if there's a good shot already, okay na sa mga coaches yun. Kahit na hindi mo na-execute hanggang dulo. Except pag meron silang gustong hanapin talaga. For example, you need a three-pointer. The coaches designed a play for you to get a shot from the outside, tapos inatake mo. Yun talaga yung magagalit ng coaches.
Pero ito, Esconde. Left corner 3, missed. Takbo dito Las Piñas. Heavily guarded from the break. Pexon missed the layup. Restificar. To Pataling Hug. Pataling Hug attacks De Ocampo but loses the ball in the process.
Not really a great idea for Pataling Hug right there. Could have given that space to Orca. He was wide open in the middle. Nakatalikod si De Ocampo kay Orca. That would have been an easy shot for Orca given that this guy is very athletic.
Tsaka medyo naka-establish dun si De Ocampo, and he's a big guy he's not a pushover.
Yeah, and even if nausog ni Pataling Hug si De Ocampo dun sa ilalim, after that bump, kung nandun kayo sa ilalim ng rim, I don't think Patarinhog will be able to get a shot there.
Yes. Being the bigger defender, itong si De Ocampo. Pero ito si Dasilio gets the free throw in. 25 seconds in the third quarter. Oh, Rosales missing that open layup. Missed opportunity for Las Piñas. 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Burning the remaining time and oh! Muntik na para kay Orca. Thought he was gonna throw it home.
What about itong si Orca? Again, very athletic guy. Had bad intentions on the rim. But yeah, itong Palawan still in full control.
Take a look at some of our third quarter highlights.
Kurt Luzong finishing on the break. Pero itong Palawan, talagang napakarami lang na kanilang na-force na turnovers and miss on the side of Las Piñas. That's why they had a lot of chances on the break, especially that finish by Zamoras.
That being said, score is 62-46. Lamang dito ang Palawan Yurich Builders.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Orca against Shadare. Missed the shot. Oh, Luzong. Blocks Urdaneta. Las Piñas naman ang may hawak ng bola.
Two very athletic guards, no? Meeting up top. Itong si Shadare and si Orca.
Yes, that's what we love to see. Luzong. Sumbugod, nakapuntos.
And these are the plays na kailangan itong Las Piñas for them to be able to catch up in this game. And itong si Kurt Luzong, we've been mentioning this guy ever since the first half. Kailangan to ng Las Piñas.
There's a whistle on that last play. And then, by the way, this is our fourth and final quarter in this basketball matchup, and Palawan still very dominant in this ball game.
Yeah, this is just a 14-point lead for Palawan, no? So despite that dominance, meron pa rin chance ang Las Piñas dito.
Yes. Josh Saga checks back in. Missing the three-point attempt. Kurt Luzong. Driving through the lane, kicks it out. Shadare post for three, missed. Sa kanila pa rin ang bola. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Dasilio gets rejected.
Yeah, I don't think that was a smart move para dito kay number 4. Was it number 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dasilio. That was against Orca.
Another intimidating player in the shade. Oh, missed attempt for Palawan. 62-48 pa rin ang ating score. Almost 2 minutes has gone by the final quarter. No, every possession ng Las Piñas dapat they have to make it count if they wanna back the victory today against a dominant team.
Yeah, but that's gonna be another miss. Galing naman dito kay Elicott from the mid-range and the finish by Urdaneta on the fast break.
Texon lines it up. Well, touching the net, but not the good kind.
Yeah, another miss on the side of Las Piñas.
Look at that drive. Urdaneta. Josh Saga setting things up. Urdaneta, balik kay Saga. Now Madaya. .7:23 remaining in our fourth and final quarter. Medyo nagpapalitan ng mintis ang parehong kupunan, pero speaking of Las Piñas, they're the ones who can't afford to have these misses.
Yeah.
So every possession made, not being asked to get 100%, pero kumbaga, give a higher chance.
Actually, Palawan wouldn't mind not scoring at all pag sila dalawa, pero itong si Madaya would score on the fast break with that left-handed layup. Again, na-force na ng Las Piñas yung miss dito sa sa Palawan eh. But
yes.
Again, after securing that rebound, they would turn the ball over for that that led to that layup by Madaya.
Pero dito matatawagan ng foul si Josh Saga against Sierra's Queen. And let's take a look at this once again. Look at that athleticism showcased by Madaya.
Grabe yung mga player ng Palawan eh, no?
Oo.
Very athletic talaga.
Ganon din naman itong Las Piñas, especially talking about Sierra's Queen and Shadare, to name a few. Pero yun na nga, no? They are having a hard time. They're having a great challenge in the scoring department. Pero ito si Ridwan Shadare, I believe has a high percentage at the free throw line, so he will shoot for 2. Yun nga lang, missing the first one.
Well, itong Palawan kasi nag-adjust na rin ang kanilang depensa kontra dito kay kay Shadare pati kay Luzong eh.
Almost 4 minutes has gone by in the final quarter. Oh, and quick shot by Urdaneta, attacking strong to the rim.
Yeah, another lefty finish para dito kay Urdaneta, breaking that zone of Las Piñas. And again, lumalayo na naman ang lumalayo itong laro na to. This up to 20 points already for Palawan.
Yep, 68-48. Looking at the team fouls, 3 fouls para sa Palawan and none so far for Las Piñas. Pero yeah, one more foul to give for Palawan, and sabi mo nga partner, Palawan can afford to miss or not to shoot or to commit some fouls as long as hindi ka naman ma-foul out siguro. Pero yun na nga having a 20-point lead in the final quarter with almost halfway through this quarter, talagang magkakaroon na sila ng luxury.
Yeah. No, they were able to establish an early lead. The way they started this game, talagang deserve nila itong malaking kalamangan na to. And again, yung sitwasyon na yun, it would give them a lot of room for errors.
Yes. 5.5 remaining. 18 points ang kalamangan ng Palawan. Great steal by Madaya. Thought about throwing it down. Ito yung sinasabi nating luxury. Pero si Tan, siya na lang ang tatapos.
Yeah, pero kung medyo hindi maganda nangyari doon is after that dunk attempt by Madaya, siya pa rin yung nakakuha ng offensive rebound.
Yun ang isa sa hindi magandang sitwasyon, talking about Las Piñas squad.
Yeah.
Ito na nga. Halfway through the fourth and final quarter, and Palawan still up by 20 points. Let's take a look at this once again. This was the attempt of Raymond Madaya. Pero yun nga lang, sa kanya pa rin napunta ang bola. And Tan was there to finish the job.
Yeah, and that play, yung attempt ni Madaya for that dunk, yung offensive rebound, yung kanyang pag-dribble out and pagpasa sa kanyang teammate kay Tan sa ilalim, that took a few seconds before it developed. Ang isa pang masama doon, walang bumaba from the team of Las Piñas to recover on that defensive sequence.
Well, parang inaccept na lang nila yung kapalaran nila on that sequence, ha? De Ocampo secures the second chance.
Ay, na usually if you're the jump shooter, ikaw rin yung may alam kung saan ba tatama yung
Oo.
bola. That time, De Ocampo was able to follow his shot and nakapag-put back siya.
Sabuco lost the ball. Shadari took it away. On the other end, mintis naman dyan ang Las Piñas. And I think it's safe to say that Palawan has bagged, ano tawag dito, nakaipon na sila.
Yeah.
Has banked enough lead for this ball game, ano? And to say, I thought he was gonna throw it down. Itong si Sabuco. He asked for that ball.
Yeah, and actually not only the lead kasi this is just a 20-point lead. So hindi rin yun yung na-establish ng Palawan talaga for us to say na almost panalo na to for Palawan. It's their full control of the game.
Talking about this, Madaya coursing through the defense of Las Piñas and finishing off on the left side. Talking about the athleticism of this guy once again. Panoorin ulit natin ito. Great control of the ball. Drives to the finish is Raymart Madaya.
Yeah, but then again, he had Faustino running with him in case na wala siyang tira doon. So yun yung maganda rin for Palawan. Even if that was a basket already for them, somebody run back para to make sure na in case magka-emergency, merong mapapasahan si Madaya.
Oo. Oh, that shot won't go for Tan.
I think it was Belan. Gusto yata ni Belan mga 3-pointer.
Yeah.
He had 3 3-pointers in the first half, and he also was the one who beat the buzzer.
Well, mga naka-buzzcut kasi, no?
Oo.
Tapos nakataligod pa, so
Pareho.
napeke ako dun, But yeah, going back to this. 30 seconds away from the final 2-minute mark of this ball game. And yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? Although the victory is not yet secured by Palawan, but time is no longer the friend of Las Piñas. It's not on their side now.
Yeah.
And hindi pa naman nga tapos, sabi, hanggat may oras pa, kaya pa. But let's see. 2.5 minutes remaining. Or 2:20 rather.
Oo naman. Talagang mahaba pa yung oras. And again, this is just a 22-point lead for Palawan. But again, it's not about the lead. It's about them establishing full control of the game ever since the start. And nakikita mo naman sa body language ngayon ng parehong koponan na
Exactly.
kaya natin nasasabi na this might be another win para sa Palawan. Kasi nakikita na natin na yung Palawan sobrang comfortable na moving. Nakakuha na sila ng baskets whenever they want to.
Sabi mo nga, no, body language. Yun yung ipapakita. But on the side of Las Piñas, it's maybe something that they can adjust on moving forward. Don't slow down yet.
Yeah.
Don't slow down just yet.
I think a few minutes ago, that's when their body language suddenly changed.
Oo.
Parang biglang bumaba na yung kanilang energy. And nakita mo naman na tinake advantage agad ng Palawan yun.
Oo.
They scored more points, forced more turnovers.
Missed on that three-pointer is itong si Esconde. Belan against two orange shirts. Britannico finishes on the other end. May kasama pang bonus yan.
And again, for Las Piñas, ang naging problema naman nila, kanilang turnovers. So they just need to go back on that drawing board on their practice session and work on those.
Pound for pound fitness foul counted play. Britannico against Belan. 74-56, 18-point lead. I mean, nakita naman natin, partner, all throughout this ball game, Las Piñas has the capacity and what it takes to get the victory. Yun nga lang, a lot of errors made in this ball game.
Yeah.
And sabi mo nga, no, back to the drawing board, get back better in their next game. May ilan pa silang games na malalaro.
They actually had their moments talking about itong Las Piñas. Ito
Yeah.
si Ridwan Shadare, si Kurt Luzong, and even Ken Erasquid. Marami silang moments, especially in the first half. Ang problema lang, hindi talaga nila na-sustain.
Actually, those players you named, talagang just to name a few in the Las Piñas squad, sila yung mga one of the most athletic players ng Las Piñas.
And also one more thing, almost every turnover committed by Las Piñas na-maximize ng Palawan eh. Kaya nga sinasabi ko rin kanina, you can't take bad shots or you can't turn the ball over against Palawan kasi sure agad yan eh na meron silang makukuha something na positive.
40 seconds remaining. 10 seconds on the shot clock of Las Piñas. Jumper won't go. There'll be a foul on that last play. That was against Sabuco. And I think Medina will take a trip to the line, and Sabuco gets his 5th foul in this ball game. So he's already out of this game. 30 seconds remaining. 31 seconds remaining. Miss on the first free throw itong si Medina.
At magugulat ka sa stat na to, partner sa Palawan. Wala ni isang player sa kanilang naka-double digit in scoring.
Really?
Oh.
So, yun pinapakita dyan kung gaano ka well-distributed yung pagpuntos nila. Walang naka-double digit.
Wala. And siyang pinakamataas na is itong si Belan. After those 3 3-pointers in the first half.
Well, amazing as it is, partner.
Yeah.
Ibig sabihin halos lahat ng pumasok, or baka nga naman it's not too much to say na lahat ng pumasok nakapuntos.
Yeah.
But they're gonna call it a game, partner, with only 3 seconds remaining. Congratulations to Palawan Yurich Builders of the 18 and under division for improving their record to 5-0. Still undefeated here in Season 4. 76-56, 20-point victory over Las Piñas Fruity Coolers.
Yeah, another dominant win para dito sa Palawan Yurich Builders. Again, the way they shared that basketball, they really got everybody involved.
Yeah.
One of the few guys that didn't score was Patalin Hug, but he had 9 assists in this game. So, yun talaga yung just being a superstar in your role.
Yes.
Diba? So that's what Palawan did in this game. But again, for Las Piñas, they had their moments, especially in the first half. A lot of guys for them who we were able to discover. No, we were able to see na kaya palang mag-contribute ng ganon. But again, it was a tough loss for them. Palawan was just too much for Las Piñas in this game.
76-56, 20-point victory for Palawan Yurich Builders. Before we announce our awardees, partner, great win again for Palawan, being consistent in their dominant performance, and especially today in this ball game. From start to finish, nasa kanila ang kalamangan, gave Las Piñas a hard time, and proved once again why they are undefeated. And right now, we have our Don Benito's Defensive Player of the Game from Las Piñas Fruity Coolers, Vince Paulo Elicot with 11 rebounds. Kasama niya din dito ang ating Milo Assist Champ of the Game. Coming from Palawan Yurich Builders naman, Kurt Patalinghug with 9 assists. And now, ipapakilala na sa atin ni Ali ang ating Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game.
Welcome back. You're still tuning to Manny Pacquiao Jr. sa MPBL. Beside me is the best player of the game with 7 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 assist. Here's Brian Orca from Palawan. First of all, Brian, congratulations on your 5th win. From start to finish, hindi nyo hinayaang lumamang yung kalaban. Bukod sa game plan nyo as a team, ano yung personal naging game strategy mo?
Para sa akin po, yung binibigay po na game plan po ni Coach, mas sinigitan ko po yun. Kaya like parang sa back south po, gano'n. Mas sinisipagan ko po kasi po, hindi po namin pinapalagpas yung bawat laro po ngayon. Kasi po mahalaga po yung bawat laro sa amin. Gawa po ng, ito na po yung parang naging aral po sa amin para po sa season po namin. Tsaka po mas ginagalingan rin po namin sa practice po tsaka sa every game po namin. Kaya mas nakuha po namin yung mga bawat panalo po namin ngayon. Tsaka mas pinag-iigihan rin po namin bawat isa po na kung sino po yung ipasok sa loob, may gagawin po. Like mas may gagawin po, like effort po.
All right, with 5-0 record, ano yung dapat naming abangan for Palawan due to that unbeaten record?
Honestly po, yung dapat nyo pong abangan sa team po namin, ano lang po, kung ano po yung napapanood nyo po ngayon, mas higitan po namin doon. Kasi po, kahit 5-0 po kami, marami po kami pagkakamali sa bawat laro po namin. Kaya tatrabuhin po namin ngayon to sa ensayo po namin, tsaka mas paghihigian po namin sa next game po namin.
Alright, baka may gusto kang batiin at pasalamatan, this is your chance.
Gusto ko lang po pasalamatan si God po dahil nagiging niya po yung panalo sa amin tsaka wala po napaamaw sa team po namin. Gusto rin po pasalamatan yung manager po namin. Gusto rin po batiin yung family ko po sa Longapo po. Yan. Hello po kay mama po tsaka kay papa. Tsaka shoutout din po sa Orca family po tsaka sa Barrio Cuarto. Tsaka shoutout po kay Ina.
Alright, once again, Brian Orca from Palawan. Gentlemen.
Congratulations, Brian Orca and the Palawan Yurich Builders in the 18 and under division. What a clean sweep from the mini-series. Pero coming up next, 18 and under division naman, Nueva Ecija D Generals going up against Bulacan JT Taipan.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga na